Hello, everybody. I am Devin-Foxy, Remastered again, and welcome back to another brand new reaction video. Today's reaction video that I'm going to be reacting to is Loki versus Lucifer Morningstar. Now, before I react to this video by any chance again, that if you guys have not seen me reacting to Deadpool vs. Meowth, I gotta say, I think Meowth already won, which I think I clearly would say that since, well, I kinda like the character in Pokemon, so if anybody ever asked, then yeah, sorry, man. I just say that Meowth's just like my favorite character and all, which clearly is my favorite character, which I have not made a list about Pokemon or anything, which I clearly have not. I've always liked to say that the Fire Monkey's always been like my favorite, and then so was Machamp because they're pretty damn badass. If you ever think about it, they're actually pretty damn badass when you think about that. Like fire and ground types are actually pretty decently good. Like they're pretty damn good. Like they're so well done. Like they're pretty good. Well, especially fire and water are a little bit similar, but we all know that water just burns out the hell out of fire, so that kind of does kind of stink, which I could probably admit to that part, which that kind of does stink, so I'll admit to that anyways, but, let's just get straight to the point, and yes, happy 4th of July, which, this is just a video explanation exactly, this is just only a video talk exactly before we even get straight to it anyways, so, before we get to the video, I actually did want to say this is going to probably be coming from me exactly. Is that also, did you guys know I went to a baseball game? I mean, I was kind of sitting on the bleachers chair. I was like literally sitting on the bleachers chair, which I think, to be honest, I was kind of sitting on the chair and watching to see who would be facing each other, which clearly I have to say who was pretty much out there in the baseball game. I think it was like the Hops versus the Emeralds. I think that was pretty much that. I think it was like the Hops versus Eugene Emeralds. I think that's probably it. So, gotta say, by the way, that was actually a pretty good game. Which, I mean, to be honest, even though that the Hops did lose exactly, which clearly I kind of knew that this was going to kind of happen anyway for the other team to kind of like excessively kind of win the point anyways again. Which I gotta be honest that that's just damn. A little bit of damn right there. Just damn. Which I know got owned pretty bad by the other side, which is clearly the Hops over pretty much like with the Emeralds, that is Eugene Emeralds, which to be honest, that's pretty damn crazy. Which if you ask me, that is damn crazy. So before we again say this exactly, is that that is pretty wild, to be honest. That is like pretty damn wild. So I gotta say that some of the players of baseball players were damn pretty interesting. For ones that know where they were from, which that's actually pretty damn good for once to say. Like, I was kind of getting a bit impressed by seeing how interesting that they were doing and how interesting it was, but for once to tell myself that I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. And also, did I get a beverage before I even watched the rest of the game at the end? Well, I only kind of got the beverage when I was going to drink a lemonade. I think when I was drinking a lemonade, which I probably was drinking lemonade exactly until like it was kind of like the fifth or sixth exactly for whenever it started exactly while it was still baseball exactly while it continued the whole pretty much in the whole when the sun was still up and then all the way at night. And yes, I did get to see the fireworks, which it was actually pretty damn good. Which I didn't even need to use earplugs. Which sure I know they were loud, but I did cover it with my finger exactly to close my ear exactly, so it just wouldn't actually just like kaboom or anything. Which clearly, yeah, I did had a lemonade exactly, which I did have a cup exactly, which I couldn't get through exactly, which it was kind of crowded and all and shit. It was just kind of crowded, which I couldn't barely even move. So that's just what I probably would want to say. But whatever though, whatever. So for now, everybody, hope you guys actually do enjoy this reaction. And this is just me talking about like, oh, how many times have I ever been to like a stadium before? About like some kind of sports stadium, which to me, by the way, I've never even been into one in real life, which even if I did, that probably would still be badass. And also, I'd still go ahead and see a hockey game, a football game, or pretty whatever exactly, or whatever's going to be. But like I said, it's pretty damn interesting whenever I think about it, which that actually is pretty interesting when I think about it for once. That probably would be amazing. So, damn, just pretty much, damn. Now, as and without further ado, and without that being said, is please be sure to subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and support the original video. That way, again, you guys will not miss a single video that comes to this channel. And also, one quick question before we play the video is that that yes, I will still release pretty much likely that will be is my lyrics of Friday Night Funkin', which I'll still do that by the way. Which if you guys are excited for me to finally just like have it done exactly and get it up exactly, then hell yeah, man. I'm still ready to have it in and I'm still gonna be excited to do it. So yeah, that's just what I want to say about that question. So if you guys are excited as I am, then totally hell yeah all the way. So like I said, the first opponent that I'll say that, yeah, it'll go from like first to weekend one exactly, which is just going to be me doing the lyrics, which no, I'm not going to replay the game. I'm only just going to do lyrics, which will seem a little bit of some hobby exactly for some interesting hobby exactly before that. So that will probably be the first time ever since I will ever do a lyric exactly before. That will just be like from the game, by just doing like all the other stuff exactly, that would actually kind of make some lots of sense. Which, yes, it's true by the way that boyfriend does speak English, but he kind of refers to the beep boop and stuff, and that he always does. Which, to be honest, he still kind of does. Which I don't know, seems a bit something, I suppose, but not even gonna ask. But anyways, without further ado, and like always, I hope you guys actually again do enjoy this video. And yes, like I said, on the 7th, by the way, coming around tomorrow exactly, even if it is going to probably be somewhere at night exactly, the next night, then yes, I'll have it ready and I'll have week one started all the way to week end one, which will just go by 111 and 1, by separating each other days. That probably will get around with it. So it'll probably take the time afterwards. So that's probably what I would say. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and clearly, again, by any chance that, what reaction number will this be? Hold on a minute, hold on. I think I'll actually count the numbers, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, this will be the 9th reaction, by the way. This will be number 9 of 10, so yeah, this, by the way, will be 9 of 10. So, clearly, this will be 9 of 10. And also, afterwards, with like the lyrics and all, that yes, it'll probably be true that I'll actually will insist by doing another extra reaction for everybody. So that's pretty much when I'm going to separate the numbers exactly to separate it. So that probably will be something. And yeah. And also, I will still intend to do the stream, whichever I ever try to do that exactly, which I'll insist doing a stream. But as long as it's going to be positive, then remember, it's going to be positive, no negative. But if there's any negative, then that's going to be kicked out, and also complainers will stay outside. So remember, this old saying goes, by the way, is if anybody's a complainer, then get out. So yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but it just has to be true. But, I don't want to hear any complainers that would say, is like, oh, this, this, and that. Well, don't tell me to do that because I'm not going to. So, again, if I hear any complainers for whatever, then I'm sorry to ask. That'll ask even kindly, and even ask nicely to leave. Which, again, I'll still give chances out, by the way. I'll still do. But if it continues, then that's when I'll draw the line and will say, get out. So yeah, again, that's all I'm saying is just never try to push with the wrong buttons or anything, because that's all I'm saying, respectively and kindly, respectively. But anyways, let's just get straight to the point of this reaction that yes, I'm definitely am going to react to this video. And also, frankly, that also will add a comment, by the way, that actually will pretty much insist the rules of however exactly that the rules don't insist with the stream exactly for people to kind of like have a little bit of two working brain cells to kind of understand that logic. But not trying to insult anybody, but I'm just gonna have to just make it is like it is, but whatever. So without further ado, you guys can skip through this timestamp all the way when I start the video. But anyways, without further ado, let's just begin and start on with this reaction. And yes, this will be 9 of 10 of this reaction. So here we go. Let's get this reaction started. And also, I think Loki, by the way, is probably going to win this battle. Top notch. I think he'll probably win. So let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this goes. And let's start this in 3, 2, 1. And let's do this. Let's go. Enjoy the video, everybody. Enjoy. Yeah, let's go. All right. Well, here we go.
Lucifer, I've been looking, we've got a case to crack. Pertaining to a devil seen as a disgrace to man. Your face should ascertain the latent truth.
Detective.
I'm leveling the devil's game.
Damn, how did he shapeshift? That's nuts. No way did he shapeshift. Bruh. I'm like, bruh. Loki just shapeshifted for complete no reason. Like, damn, Loki shapeshifted. Man, no wonder why he's like a shapeshifter. That's interesting, man. Never seen him shapeshift like that, but based, I think. Pretty well damn based. Based indeed. Based. Well, anyways, and also pretty much I love this fact right here when this style is just so pretty interesting. Like this style reminds me of like 2 or 3D of this, which that's interesting. Continue.
Should ascertain the latent truth.
Detective.
I'm leveling the devil's game, raining on deception. I'll deflate your arrogance when Lucifer never airs again. Apparently, error therapy only fared you as hell's therapist. I flew an airship off Saka, returned to Asgard. It's greatness. It took Decca's decking to pull the stick from the devil's anus.
Damn! Loki just came on out there and said to the man's face. Bruh, of course he had to go on for that. Of course he had to go on for that stamp right there for the 43 seconds. Damn.
With a Menadil to upend you in aggregate. The devil only has an upper hand when God plays its advocate. Odin's lies weren't brought to light. So Lightbringer, what is your defense? The once mighty tend to fall, and that's meant in the biblical sense.
Marvelous to the balancing act, struck Thor shaken when the next act snapped past and left you forsaken. For Dad's sake, Loki thought of the coronation, courting for the All-Father's business. Only to
All-Father's business. Okay. Okay. Well, guess he started to ask now about father business. Okay, with all father business. Huh. Never heard that word before, but Jesus, man, did the man actually go on for that and bring up with 4 now? Wow, just wow.
Dad's sake, Loki thought of the coronation, courting for the All-Father's business, only to be exported from your nation, calling you the god of misfits. In this battle of the Brits, which Tom will come out on top? I've been the airless and hellish, you're the mother of all loss. On top of this, Hopkinkin, more fear than watch your kid. Opted to stop bullets, so then adopted an awkward prince. Cast in the shadow, Loki trapped in a hell loop. Trapped in this battle, a bigger cast couldn't help you.
Damn, 4 is just being all cloned right here. You guys gotta see this here.
In a hell loop. Trapped in this battle, a bigger cast.
Damn, that is a lot of them. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bruh, there's like 6 4s, man. There's like literally 6. Like, no way that there was like pretty much like we all cloned. Wow. They're like in the same character, like the same character but cloned. No way, man, is that crazy? Like, that is literally crazy right here. Like, I don't know how Loki's gonna outbeat that outcome for that question, but damn, he's really beating his ass that hard right in this one by literally going at it. But man, the dude really brought it with 4 now. I'm like, ouch. All right, well, let's continue.
The actual victim of lies is oftentimes a liar. So enlighten me, Frost Giant, what is your desire?
I want to attain my glorious purpose. While you're like Barton, taking shots that are worthless. God's service to serpent, now you serve as a scapegoat. It wish to be perfect, but to worship and take nigh range flows. Dropping Jotun rhymes like I felt hella. I derange foes, not even Heimdall would I has fella. A pastor's son to bastard one, I'd call that treasonous. Then DC's demon child sealed 666 behind season 6. Huh?
Yeah. No way did Loki ever quit. Bruh, of course he had to go on with 3 6s right now. And then started mentioning season 6. Bruh, that's crazy. Imagine with 4 6s. Like, no, for real, man. That is nuts. Like, I didn't like the same number, but it includes season 6. Holy crap. Which, I mean, of course, I never even heard of this character, but anyway, but I wouldn't know about Loki and stuff, which I don't even know about Morningstar, but all I'm gonna say, man, Loki just really went at it again for something like that and just really destroyed the train with him. Let's continue, y'all. Let's just freaking continue. Or should I say, in this case, let's freaking continue. Again, seriously though, this is just how to be a good video.
From Eden's garden, yet clearly lacks the meter, turning a false prophet from his watchers. They'd rather flock to preachers. I'm seizing this verse with how I spit these timelines. Why even infinite Earths would put this crisis on prime time.
Loki, I don't take shots, I serve boss, I hit hard. I'm the Tuxman from Lux, and you are just a discard. And this bar diss me, under the decree of Disney. Well, I didn't intercept it to take the Christ out of Christie. All the fruit of labor, but couldn't buy the big apple. I fell from the silver city, you're landing second in this battle. In fact, I'd be lying if I said the scapegoat is a great roast, since underneath that fake cloak lies your denimes a scapegoat.
No way did he make Loki a goat. There ain't no way Morningstar actually came out and slapped his face that hard. And sorry if that was loud, but still, that was fucking crazy. Like, he clearly called him an scapegoat. Like, there's no freaking way is that insane. Like, just calling Loki a goat. Which, bruh, Loki was the one who called the shot with a scapegoat anyway to begin with, but now the same guy that was Morningstar actually took the vice. Like, holy shit. Which, I mean, this is going to be a tough choice for anybody to pick the winner here, but holy crap, let's freaking go and continue.
Knows it roasts underneath that fake cloak lies your denimes a scapegoat. Dad knows I hate those, even Mjolnir can handle your presence. When my life changed over a necklace, Thanos ended yours necklace. You're a closer pal and more sophisticated than Austin. So I tower over you, and hell, you can call that a godsend.
Wow, no way. Oh my god, there's like literally no way this just happened. Oh my god, bruh. The video and the content is just so badass. I just can't believe it. Holy jeez, bruh, this video is just good as hell. Good as shit, but you know, a little bit of this video though. Really, not bad of a video. Like, seriously, again, not bad at all with this video. Like, literally not bad. That's all I gotta say coming from this video. Like, it's not very bad at all, man. Like, this video is just top notch. Like, no, for real. This actually is a bit of top notch, not by any chance again, but man, the dude just owned it that much. Just really owned it. Now, let's just get to what we've always do exactly by seeing who probably won exactly, which clearly I'm gonna say Loki was pretty at somewhere at best to keep roasting Moonstar at its highest exactly, where he literally mentioned 666 and also includes season 6 to kind of make that a little bit of a rhyme. Like, bro, what the fuck was that kind of roast? No, really, but that was funny. That's shit. Like, it was literally funny. Like, I mean, for real, it was pretty funny until Morningstar had us brought up with 4. Like, oh, wait, Jesus. Of course we're gonna get back with 4 again for no complete reason. Look at that, any brother and brother going on a fight, which, yeah, I could probably respect most other reasons towards it, which I can still respect to that, but still, I can totally respect that. Which, yeah, truly be said to be told and said by another, told by another man, told exactly as exactly is that yeah, Thor and Loki go on right on different sides of fighting each other in the end, which they probably always do. And also, in fact, that no, I did not look on Loki's series or anything, which I didn't look on that, which man, I never even knew he had a series to begin with, which I don't know if it was, but I'll maybe look at it later or something like that. But no way, man. That video of this rap battle is nuts, which is pretty crazy. Well done and said to be done, and this video is just naturally pretty good. Like, pretty funny. And also, he did mention with the stick of the devil's, you know what, of his you know what I'm talking about, which I can't probably say it, but yeah, it's insane. Like it is though. Like I'd say it is. Which I really consider to say that. But anyway, but the only question here, folks, is that what do I kind of rate this video out of? I think I rate the video more likely sincerely of a 10 out of 10, which this was just freaking badass. Like, bro, this whole damn video is just insane. But the video itself, thumbs freaking up, and really improved it right there, and think this was pretty interesting. And also, Loki was the one who came up with the I think he just kind of came up with the a scapegoat thing. I think he really came up with that. But, bruh, that was so freaking crazy. Like, bruh, I started laughing the shit out of my ass, which I literally laughed at this. Was really thinking this is funny, which the video of these was funny, exactly, of this rap battle. Yeah, it was actually funny on this one. Just the rap battle kind, exactly, but wow, that was hilarious. Like, I never knew that Loki went in disguise. No way did he shapeshift. Like, that is crazy. Even coming from a guy who probably was trying to overthrow Thor exactly, just to overthrow him exactly, but damn! Coming from a guy who really just shapeshifted, that is hilarious as hell, man. That is funny. Like, no, sincerely, that was funny. Like, I think that was hilarious. But anyway, all I gotta say by any chance, by pretty much is that please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way, again, you guys absolutely will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So yeah, this video I'm giving it is just a 10 out of 10 because I think this was just ironically hilarious, which I really think it was hilarious. So yeah, most likely this was just funny in general, but man, how funny was this video? I think this was kind of funny for so many reasons. I think this was interesting. And bruh, there were like literally so many pretty much likely some clones exactly that were for exactly which. That is interesting. That is literally interesting. Like, man, that is just funny. Like, no, really, that is actually pretty funny. Like, bruh. Like, says the guy who came up with 6 seasons and didn't even consider to go on with another one. Which, I'm not sure how crazy that turned out to be, but I probably wouldn't be wrong exactly, or would be wrong. But, bruh, the video itself was just interesting and very funny. Which I even did kind of laugh at some scenes exactly, which were pretty hilarious, which I think that was just top notch in this video, which, man, he literally came up with the scapegoat idea that was from Loki, which, dude, that was so funny. Like, I literally laughed for so many times to think that was even funnier to watch, but it just is funny. But anyways, if you guys do have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. That way, again, you guys absolutely will not miss a single damn video that was pretty interesting. So, yeah, I think the video, I'd still say it, I think it was funny. And really, dude, give it some props, and full amount of respect and display of this video is just hilarious, man. Just hilarious. So, without further ado, and oh yeah, I think Moonstar actually said necklace. Like, bruh, being like neck and less. Like that there, I really laughed right there. I mean, that part I really did laugh right there in the end. After when he definitely said something about Loki's neck being like neck and then less. Like, no way did that guy really came up with that idea to say that was interesting of a roast coming at him. But ouch. But anyways, so if you guys again enjoyed this video, like always, is like and comment and subscribe, and the bell to be notified. And yes, so again, please be sure to subscribe to the original person and the original creator, and pretty much the person who definitely made the rap battle to be sincerely but pretty good. But anyways, like I said, I've already think I gave this a 10 out of a 10, so hell, I still give this a 10 out of 10 for this, which, I was only admiring the roast to kind of be funny, which that's what I kind of think that was to be, which, true enough, I could say I think that was kind of interesting, but, yeah, pretty well interesting, man. Pretty well interesting. Very interesting video that I've never seen before. But this is pretty interesting, as I would say indeed it was, but nicely done. Just sincerely nicely done. So, pretty much. And also, if you guys did check it out another YouTube short, by the way, with the eye patch, and then, of course, with the mask, well, I was actually giving you guys a question to know what you guys would actually remind me of, of a character exactly, just for something interesting fact, just for something of like a fun opinion or a fun fact for a little bit, which, if you guys did find like a character or like seen a character before on TV exactly, or maybe real life or anything, that has like an eye patch or with a mask, that I just wear it exactly just to kind of remind me of something. But that's just kind of what I would want to say exactly for the question. But if not, that's okay. I mean, we all sometimes could say yes or no, or maybe just not say anything in the comments, or may say something, but that's fine. Either way, that's completely fine, and we'll respect that. So that's all I'm saying, though, but just for something fun. But anyways, without further ado, I'll say this again, is like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way, again, you guys will absolutely not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So, anyways, without further ado, yep, Boyfriend and Daddy Dearest are definitely next, which, like I said, oh man, I think I'll have to say that, man, I'm going to really owe the Boyfriend exactly while being Daddy Dearest. Like, even though the opponent will lose, I understand that, but it's only about the roasts that are even interesting, which that's all I will say about. Like, it's fine if it is a win or not, that's fine again. Either way, that's fine, but anyways, all I'll say this here, folks, is thank you guys for enjoying this very interesting video exactly of this rap battle, which, by the way, I just really wanted to kind of get on with this reaction anyways and just see how interesting the video could be. But, I just wanted to see how interesting it was. So, yeah. So, anyways, I just want to let you guys know that, yes, truly and well truly to say that, yep, the the lyrics of Friday Night Funkin' Story Mode is definitely gonna happen, which I probably will still do that. And true to say enough exactly about the Pico update, well, I probably won't do it yet, which it has to be all characters being in there, which, the only story is, by the way, I can tell you guys that and tell you this is exactly is like, let's just say that some characters need to probably like re-show up exactly, of course, which even though it does relate to the actual story mode, but it actually needs to be attended to have some characters that has been seen before, like, for example, by saying is like, like the characters left or like three characters left to show up, and yes, it'll include one sidekick helper exactly, who probably would be on the A bot exactly. That would be sitting on the A bot while holding the knife. Which, yeah, I hopefully there will be a tutorial soon if that would be necessarily to see that. Which it'd be pretty cool to see the developers actually of the F and F exactly to like make a very interesting way to do like a very interesting concept of an idea by having Nini just being on the A bot while Pico just does like the ways how Nini would actually do the same thing for girlfriend, but this would just be similar to be different. And yeah, hopefully there will be coming to be a different beat exactly to be how interesting the music will play. But I probably would be excited for myself too, exactly, which I hopefully will so to be. But we'll find out and see enough. We'll totally again find out and see. And as in for the rest of everything else that I hope like to say again is that hopefully we'll say that and clearly to say that there will probably will be a time whenever I get ready with like, oh, the Pico update finite funkin' lyrics exactly that. Oh yeah, that can definitely be arrangement and that can totally happen, which that's only going to come around second, but I probably won't be saying it first exactly. I will save it for second, which the story mode will have to make sense anyway, which I might have to go on with story mode anyways for the first one. So if you guys are excited for that, then hell, I probably would say too. So anyways, without further ado, again, is please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way, again, you guys will absolutely not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So anyways, without further ado, and likewise and always, I'll be sure to see you guys again next time. And like always, please be sure to give this video a like and comment, subscribe to the bell, be notified, and for much more. So, again, hope you guys are excited on the 7th, which I definitely will be releasing the very first, and I mean the very first, lyrics that I'll ever put by Daddy Dearest, exactly by me doing the voice of Daddy Dearest, which will still be the three soundtracks, which I know it will be still the 3 tracks exactly anyway, but still, like I said, it's gonna get good. And then next will be Pico, and then of course Daddy Dearest again, and then now Von Nearest, and then of course Senpai and Slash Spirit, and then Tank Man, and finally Pico and Darnell. Which, like I said, it'll go in order like the same way exactly by the story mode, we'll say it, but it'll be the same way as it goes. But like I said, hope you guys are excited for that, which I'll do at least my best to kind of do the insults exactly as Daddy Dearest anyway. Even if it will be or won't be its best as finest, which it'll still do its try exactly, which I'll at least do a bit of tries exactly, which yeah, I hope you guys will be excited for that and fully be appreciated to it. So let's find out and see what really happens, and let's just really find out. And like I said, there could be different times when there'll be different outcomes coming soon with the roast. Exactly, whenever there will probably be different roasting an example and lyrics and stuff. Exactly. So hope you guys are excited to see that, and very much likely to see what can go on at it. So. Anyways, see you guys next time. I'm going to get going anyways. I'm going to be leaving, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this rap battle. And this definitely, again, is still 9 out of 10, which by any chance I will definitely, in fact, have an extra reaction video saved up afterwards, which I'll still have it saved up exactly, so that way I'll have its time exactly while it could be pretty much likely to be at a waiting time and a waiting point to stay there. So that's probably what I can say for the best. So for now, like I said, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe, and definitely hit the bell to be notified. That, again, you guys will not miss a single video. That comes right straight to the channel, exactly on my main channel, to go ahead and definitely subscribe. So anyway, without further ado, see you guys again, and absolutely, in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye. Peace out, sign out, and we'll see you guys again next time. And also, who won here? I think my guess is Loki, because I mean, he barely just roasted the man by calling them an scapegoat, or even hell, maybe just said the 666 and then now even said season 6, which I'm like, bruh, he's literally putting too many sixes in there. Like, he's literally putting too much in them in there, which actually kind of was funny. Not gonna lie, and I will say that was actually pretty funny. So yeah, that was kind of pretty interesting. Of a line that I ever heard from Loki in my entire life, but holy damn, did the man actually got up there and said it. Bruh. Now, anyways, I'll see you guys soon enough for the next video. So I'm going to get going for real, and I'll pretty much sign myself on out. So thank you guys again for enjoying this video, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Peace on out. Devin-Foxy, Remastered again. We'll see you guys again next time. So thank you, and enjoy my lyrics of the Friday Night Funkin' lyrics of my own kind of lyrics. So, thank you enough for enjoying this video, and yes, the 7th will happen soon enough, and then as in for like the other release date numbers I'll have insisted, let's just say we're going to find out and see like otherwise, that we'll see. But for now, thank you for watching, and thank you very much guys for being very patient and appreciate it all the way. Totally again appreciate it, and very naturally respectful and appreciate it. So again, see you guys soon, and then much again in the next video. So peace on out. See you later and goodbye. Thank you and see you later.